Melanie, oh, well, they must have gone outside. That'll give me a chance to put away the luggage and start preparing dinner. Oh, but what's this? 5,000 shares. E pluribusum gold mine? That looks like it was written in Abraham Lovesong's hand. I can't make out much else. But how did it get there? And who would have wanted to burn it in that roaring fire? I suspect foul play. I'd best get this to Cheryl Blumlight. I mean, Horace. Run away.
Here to care for me, and sweet cousin Ganglia for a companion. Oh, how I long for someone, some boy, to enter my life and lift this heaviness from me. Why can't there be a boy for me, someone for me to care for? To be a wife and share my life is all that I prepare for. He wouldn't have to have that kind of face all girls adore. He wouldn't have to be tall, dark, and handsome. If only I could find someone who'd love me evermore. I'd give him all the love I have, and then some. Will life pass by? Will it deny the only thing I strive for? Will I grow old, alone, and cold, without love to survive Oh, Sheriff Lamplight, you startled me. I didn't hear you come in.
Gosh, child, we didn't mean to scare you. The front door was open, so we kind of wandered on in. I brought my nephew over to meet you. This is my nephew, like I said, Lambert.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Why don't you say how you do? Lambert, this here is Miss Melody. Well, you two seem to be getting on now like two hens in laying time. So I just go over here in the kitchen and see Zitty. Mistress way back. I'm gonna go and see her and go on, Lambert, talk to the girl.
Well, weather sure is nice, isn't it?
Yes, you are.
It's about as warm and sunny out as your smile.
It certainly is handsome. I mean, it certainly is beautiful today.
In fact, I think it's just about the loveliest, most wonderful day I've ever seen. Almost as wonderful as you.
Oh, it's so warm in here all of a sudden. Oh,
I've never been in love before. Have you?
not until today.
When a fellow meets a girl as beautiful as you, he doesn't know exactly what to say. Should I tell you that my aching heart has skipped a beat, or should I simply tell you in this way? You're the girl I've always dreamed of. You're the girl that I adore. You are pretty, you are charming, you are witty, and what's more, if you let me be your sweetheart, I swear by all that's true that the stars that shine in heaven won't outshine my love for you. Dearest one, I can't live without you.
Nor are you. Why do I feel so wonderful? Why am I all aglow? Why is my heart all aflutter? I think you know I never ever dreamed that love would be like this, that bells would ring, that birds would sing, that anything could be like this. Why do I feel so wonderful? Why am I all aglow? Why is my heart all aflutter? It's because I love you so.
Melody, my love, will you marry me?
Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, but first, I must have my Aunt Lucretia's permission, for she is responsible for me until I am 21.
That is a chore that I hope soon to have for myself.
Oh,
Aha! Caught in the act? Miss Melody, I am shocked, even beyond words, at this on-tour display of yours.
but Baron, we weren't. That is he.
Oh, don't sully my ears with your feeble excuses. Your conduct besmirches the very beauty of your name. And who is this callous young sheepdog with whom I have found you so ignominiously intertwined?
This is Lambert Lamplight, a Sheriff Lamplighter's nephew.
Oh, I should know. Seeking illicit pleasures under the cloak of law and order, hmm? Melody, I am ashamed of you.
Don't talk to her that way, sir. She's...
Silence! How dare you talk to me in that tone of voice when I find you embraced with a girl to whom you are not even betrothed?
But that's just it. We are.
You are? So much the worse. But a fair maid so young, so innocent, and you would take advantage of her youth and innocence in order to satisfy your own wretched desire. You would promise her marriage in order to attain your evil ends.
But I do want to marry...
Poppycock! I know treachery when I see it. Go now before I am forced to arouse this entire household to rout you out of here.
My place is by Melody's side. I won't leave.
You will.
I won't.
Well, then I am forced to notify Lucretia money grab.
Perhaps, Lambert dearest, you must do as he says. I'll try to make him understand.
Oh, all right. But only because you asked.
Ah, that's more like it.
But my uncle is still here. What should I do?
Sheriff Lamplight? Wait for him outside, I'm sure. He will not be long in coming. I'm sure after I finish talking to him, he will want to have a few words with you.
I go, sir, but you haven't heard the last of me. Until we meet again, my love.
Bye, darling.
And now, my dear Melody, perhaps you can explain the meaning of this.
Oh, Baron, can't you see? I'm in love.
Love? Why, what could you learn about love from a young upstart such as that?
He is so good, so worthy.
Ha! I knew when I saw him what he was after. He is out to destroy your innocence in the pursuit of his own pleasures.
But that cannot be.
It is, and I can prove it. I have, how shall I say it, checked into his background. And I know for a fact that he is a college man.
Oh, no. Are you sure? The sheriff said he had come here to live.
Well, I happen to know also that this stay of his is solely for the summer holidays. His parents were too ashamed to allow him to remain at home.
But he is so honest-looking, so stalwart. I can't help myself, Baron. I'll encourage him to get a job, to work for a living.
No. Once a college man, always a college man.
I don't care. I love him, and he loves me.
What could he, a sophomoric sophomore, know about love? You need someone older, more mature, to help guide you through the luscious labyrinth of love.
Baron, I don't understand.
Don't you see? Haven't you seen it in my eyes? Haven't you noticed it in the way I have looked after you? Don't you see? I love you. I desire you.
No!
It's you I love. Do you hear me? Love.
Oh, no! My head is spinning. I'm so confused.
Well, let me console you, my dear.
No. My heart belongs to another. Lambert Lamplight.
Curses! She is blinded by the attentions of that hooligan. But I'll get him out of the way. Now, my name is not Baron Wilhelm von Snipe. Oh, my sweet flower. Perhaps I've been too sudden. Oh, forgive me. I only wanted you to know that you are uppermost in my thoughts.
I don't understand.
So not another word. I want you to have time to think. And when you do think kindly on me. I meant you no harm just now. Well, promise me you'll try.
I'll try.
Oh, good. Oh, and now, my sweet little bird, fly away. Fly away. To roost and ponder what I've said.
Yes, Baron. Oh, but first, you must let me show you to the door.
Oh, thank you. No, I'll wait here for your Aunt Lucretia. She's expecting me. Oh, isn't she lovely? And very soon she will be mine. All mine. First I will connive to get rid of her Lambert Lamplight, and then I will marry her. And when I do, I will possess not only the fairest maid in this country, but also the richest. There has never been a thing in this cruel, cruel world I couldn't have unless I didn't want it. All the women, all the wine, all the luxuries of life, I've had them all. Forgive me if I flaunt it. But of all the joys I've relished, there's one I've yet to taste. The lips of her whose love I want to savor. She's the dew upon the flower. She's the moon up in the sky. In a song, she's a demi-semi-quaver. She is young. She is pure. She is beautiful and healthy. She's a melody, a love song, but best of all, she's wealthy. Oh, I'll never stop my pursuit of this fair maid, no matter by what course or what design. I will lie and cheat and steal, spy and forge if necessary, till I've won her hand, and she is mine. Lucretia, I was just thinking about you.
Well, I hope I didn't give you a headache.
And I do wish you wouldn't be so facetious. Oh, I can think only pleasant thoughts of a woman as beautiful as you.
Oh, such compliments, such accolades. Oh, my poor heart can't take it.
Yeah. Lucretia, my dear, I'm afraid I have news of a rather serious and sober significance to you.
Please, Baron, you hiss like a serpent.
And you jest, my fair lady, but now is not the time for it. You see, not more than 10 minutes ago,
Yes?
I discovered your niece Melody locked in an embrace with none other than Sheriff Lamplight's nephew, Lambert.
And?
And I heard, with my own ears, their mutual protestations of love. They want to get married.
Why are you so alarmed? I can't think of a better way to get Melody out of the way. Once her fortune is firmly in my grasp, that is.
Rats! She's being of no assistance to me, whatever. And I must have her help if I am to dispose properly of Lambert. Perhaps if I embellish the truth a bit. Lucretia, dear. I'm afraid you have not grasped the import of the situation. I also heard with my own ears, and may lightning strike me if I
Don't
speak
push your
falsely.
luck,
Oh,
Baron.
please. I also heard that they plan to run away tonight. They're going to elope.
Elope?
And you know the laws of this state. If she marries, she will be considered legally of age and becomes responsible for her own affairs.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
But my plans? What will become of my plans?
Unless we act quickly, everything will be ruined.
Oh, Baron. Oh, I feel faint. Oh, well, what can we do?
I was wondering when you would ask me. I have a plan.
Well, quickly, what is it?
We must get Lambert Lamplight out of the way.
Well, I figured that, but how?
Lucretia, secrecy is the essence of our success.
Please, Baron, you're hissing again.
You must trust me, Lucretia. No, it's you, Horace Lamplight, the man who has set law and order back 50 years in this territory.
It's the likes of you that's done in law and order around here, you sneak. I know about you and all them fancy tricks you done pulled. But you ain't gonna get away with it forever. One of these days you're gonna slip up.
I don't think so. Not as long as there's a bumbling idiot like you at the helm of justice.
Gentlemen, please. I don't know what to do. It's not gentlemanly for you to carry on that way in front of ladies.
Gosh, Zinni, I'm sorry. It's just that when I see that scoundrel, my blood boils like it.
Mistress Swayback, I am a guest in your home. I do not have to take that kind of insult. Particularly from this uncivil civil servant. Now, if you will please excuse me, I must go. Will you show me to the door?
Oh, certainly, Baron.
By your leave, Lucretia. I shall see you again soon.
you in these quarters.
I hope it weren't nothing bad, ma'am.
Well, one thing they didn't tell me was how handsome you are.
Gosh, I knew you was a right nice lady to come out here and take care of Miss Melody and all, but I didn't know you were so downright smart, too.
Well, I may not be so smart, but I know what I like. You rustics have always been a fascination to me, Sheriff.
Just call me Horace.
All right, Horse. Come here and sit next to me, Horse.
Thank
I
you,
want to get
ma'am.
better acquainted with you.
Gosh. You sure are pretty.
You're slobbering, Horse. All men say that to me.
Well, not to change the subject, ma'am, but there is one thing that's kind of been bothering me.
Yes.
Well, Miss Christina gave me this half-burnt letter a few minutes back, and we can't make heads or tails out of it. But it does seem to be addressed to you. Something about it strikes me peculiar.
Oh, that it's just a little letter from one of my suitors. It's nothing really. Tell me, Horse, would you like to go and see the sunset with me?
Oh, yeah.
I hear the sunsets out here in the country are just beautiful.
We could be alone, just the three of us. Me, you, and your two friends. Truth and Beauty.
Yes. Well, come along, Horse.
Lead the way.
Oh, thank you. You know, I used to know a gentleman at the Ponderosa. His name was Horse, too. Yes, I was a bit larger than you.
Well, Ma did get around.
What my eyes have just seen. She treats me like a man, and now she's stolen my man. Oh, cruel world, can there be no end to this?
I agree. To the Diana. I used to see that church in Ned all the time. Diana. So there he is. I know. Well,
Well, I suppose the only thing to do is to wait until she returns. I do hope she's all right, though. I mean, she's out there all alone. Well, it's getting so dark. Imagine that. Me, Lambert Lamplight, worrying like this about a girl. But then, well, she's not just any girl. She's the girl I love. She's the girl I've always dreamed of. She's the girl that I adore. She is pretty, she is charming, she is witty, and what's more, she has let me be the sweetheart, and I've told the stars above that I'll be the faithful husband, and I'll give her all my love.
Oh, Lambert, there you are. I saw Mistress Swayback on my way in. She said you might be here. I've been looking all over for you.
I do not wish to speak to you, sir.
What?
I repeat, I do not wish to speak to you. You're a cad and a...
A bald weenie.
How dare you address me in that manner? I most certainly am not a weenie.
I cannot find my true love, Melody, and it's all your fault. Mistress Zinnia says she has run off into the woods.
There's nothing peculiar in that. Melody frequently goes there when she wants to think.
But it's after dark. Well, I'm afraid for her. I went out looking, but I couldn't find her.
No. There's nothing to be alarmed at, my lad. The lass has grown up in those woods, I'm sure. She'll be all right.
Unhand me, sir. If she does survive the cruel night, it will be no thanks to you, making sport of our love for each other as you did.
Must I suffer hatred and ill will from you for my efforts to save Melody? Oh, how spiteful and unjust the gods are!
What do you mean, save Melody?
Nothing, never mind.
Tell me, Baron, or shall I be forced to engage you in a round of fisticuffs?
Your adolescent antics really do amuse me. But since you insist, I shall reveal the truth to you. You see, I don't want to make a scene any more than you do.
Then why did you burst in upon us and make all those horrible false accusations?
I had to think of something to protect Melody.
Protect Melody?
Yes, you must not marry her.
But I will marry her. We want to be married, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Little does he know of my abilities, the fool. Alas, I must tell you, Melody, the poor, miserable creature, has an incurable disease.
Disease? Oh, my unfortunate dearest one. But that's all the more reason why I should marry her. For then I can protect her and comfort her in her time of illness.
No, I'm sorry to say, it's not as easy as that. You see, the nature of her disease forbids her even the simplest joys of life. She'll die if she's excited or happy.
Kirsten, by the cruelest trick of fate. You're right, Baron. I cannot marry my heart of hearts, but how can I tell her? How can I even face her with the doleful news?
One thing you must not do is tell her the truth. You see, though she knows of her illness, she does not know how dire the consequences of it might be. Tell her may very well bring about the disaster we wish to avoid. Oh, I must think of something. I must. Yeah. How simple it really is. All you have to do is marry Lucretia's charming daughter, Ganglia, and Melody need never know. And I will be killing two birds with one stone.
Ganglia? I couldn't, Baron.
Do you know the girl?
No, but if I cannot marry my true love, then I shall never marry at all.
Don't be so hasty, my friend. You see, there is a way in which you can still help poor suffering Melody. It just happens that Ganglia's departed father, in his will, agreed to give $10,000 to the man who successfully wooed and wedded his daughter.
Well, with a lure like that, why hasn't she caught any fish by now?
Well, obviously, it's because she doesn't want any old mackerel. She's been looking for a whale of a man, like you.
I don't care, Baron. I'm not interested. Besides, as you know, the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yes. But in this case, the evil can work a wondrously good deed. You see, $10,000 is exactly the sum of money needed for an expensive operation that may save Melody's life.
But you said her disease was incurable.
Dear boy, in life there are two things that can cure almost anything. One is love, and the other is money. Alas, in Melody's case, it is only the latter which can affect and improve.
Well, I just don't know.
You must, boy, and you must. You hold her life in your hands.
Oh, Melody, if you only knew the sacrifice I'm about to make in the name of our love.